Gotta try to kick the head, but I can't get up there. Whoa, I didn't see you guys there. Quick question. Has that ever happened to you in the gym? Suddenly you're trying to aim for the head, but your leg is just not cooperating? If you said yes, well, today we're gonna try to solve that problem, because in today's video, I'm gonna be teaching you guys the 4 principles of how to actually kick higher. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Let me just start off by saying that if you can't kick high, you're definitely not alone. I'd say the majority of martial artists out there do not have an innate talent of being able to kick high, or they just don't have that dexterity with their leg. Starting off, guys, the first principle of actually kicking higher, and we're just gonna be using roundhouse kick today just for example. So the first principle is balance, okay? Oftentimes, like if I'm trying to aim for the head, if I'm here and my balance is off, that's gonna be the number one thing that destroys your kicking height. It's your balance. And where does your balance come from, you might ask? Well, it's called your supporting leg. So the leg that is not kicking. So for instance, if I'm gonna throw my roundhouse kick with my rear leg, my supporting leg is the one that is maintaining balance, all right? Where many people go wrong is that they fail to work on their balance. They neglect the balance. They just focus on the leg that is kicking. They just think, okay, I'm just gonna get my leg up there as many times as I can. I mean, sometimes that works, but it's not the most efficient. So what I like to do specifically for balance is just, stretch. Simple stretches, holding one leg, the basic ones, knee up. You can go knee out. You can go knee out like this. And then you can also do just leg raises to the side, leg raises to the front. Okay, again, knee up, knee side. And if you're having trouble with that, that shows you that your balance isn't that great. So if that's too hard to balance without any support, you can just, find a wall or something stable to hold your leg on and really focus on the supporting leg. Okay, if I'm here, maybe I'll take my hand off this for a moment. Okay, maybe I'll go here, take my hand off, so on and so forth. So those are some tips, some exercises you can start doing, some stretches you can start doing to improve your balance. Moving on to the second principle of being able to kick higher, and that is your flexibility. All right, this is probably the most easy to work on because you don't necessarily need to have a martial arts skill set or background. I mean, like if you're a kid or, you learn stretches in PE class. So the basic stretches you want to be routinely performing that I feel are the most essential for kicking higher is just a side split. To do that, it's just very basic. You don't want to complicate things. The more basic, the better. Simple is better. So again, you just want to start up nice and tall, spread your legs out a little bit and a little bit more. Give it a little wiggle there, wiggle here. And then if you notice my feet, I'm kind of just, inching out. And then you want to go to the point where you feel uncomfortable. So I'm not feeling so great over here, okay, because it's kind of a cold stretch. So what I'll do is put my hands on the ground, use that for support, and then I'll come back up and then rinse and repeat. Okay, and you can just throw in variations of your liking. You can turn this side split into a lunge. Okay, side split to a lunge. So again, guys, flexibility, that can be practiced and honed even without a martial arts skill set. So make sure you're stretching every day, before class, during class, after class. So the third principle of being able to kick higher is your technique. Okay, technique is one of the most fundamental principles to being able to kick higher. Probably the most crucial step of your roundhouse kick is called the chamber. And that is basically loading your leg. Okay, when you load your leg, you get it into position, ready to unleash and whip the kick to your opponent. So if you're not loading correctly if you're not chambering your leg correctly, this is already gonna cut your kick height short. For example, if I only chamber over here, you see how high my knee goes? I'm going barely hip level. Okay, if I go higher than hip level and just lift it up without kicking the target, you can see how my foot placement is already higher. So if I load, unleash at the apex by using my chamber and technique, that will allow me to kick higher. Another subtle aspect of your technique is the pivot. When you pivot, the mechanics is actually opening up your hip and allowing you to extend fully. So if I don't pivot my leg, you see I'm kind of stuck in this position. But when I open up, you see how automatically I can extend my leg? Now when you combine the chamber, the pivot, the extension all together, you get a good kicking height. Okay, here, right here, the pivot and chamber. Those are the most crucial aspects of principle number 3, your technique. All right, guys, so the final principle number 4 of being able to kick higher is actually practice. Practice, consistency, persistence. You have to be consistent. You have to practice every day. So if day 1 you're practicing here, okay, and then you wait 1 week and start practicing again, odds are you're gonna be in the same place. Okay, a little bit every day. So maybe this is day 1, okay? Day 2, you're a little bit more flexible. Okay, day 3, you remember to pivot your leg. Okay, I'm pivoting my leg. Day 4, you're remembering the chamber. Okay, day 5, you have great balance. You can maintain control, extension, pivot, chamber, all of those together. The 3 principles prior will only work if you practice. If you don't practice, if you're not consistent, then you will not be able to kick higher. That is a cold hard truth, but it is a reality of martial arts and combat sports. Okay, you got to keep the fire going, keep the heat on the stove. All right. Again, balance, being able to stand on your supporting leg, having control. That's 1. 2, flexibility, something you can do anytime, anywhere. 3, technique. Okay, learn the principles, learn the fundamentals, go through everything step by step. All right, up, out, back, down. Here, up, out, back, down. Pivoting, chambering. Lastly, guys, number 4, put that all together. Stay consistent, practice every day. So guys, 4 principles on how to actually kick higher. I hope that helped you guys. If you liked the video, please remember, give me a big thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Os.